In 2007, Nokia was the undisputed king of the mobile phone industry, commanding a staggering 49% of the global market. Its iconic devices, sleek, durable, with batteries that lasted days, were synonymous with reliability and innovation. If you said cell phone, Nokia's name came to mind. From bustling cities to remote villages, over 1 billion people carried Nokia phones per GSM Arena. Yet, in less than a decade, this Finnish giant vanished from consumers' pockets, overtaken by rivals it once dwarfed. How could the leader of an industry collapse so spectacularly? This is the story of Nokia's meteoric rise, its fatal missteps, and the lessons that resonate in 2025's fast-evolving tech landscape. What caused this titan's downfall, and could today's giants face the same fate? Let's dive into the saga of Nokia's rise, fall, and enduring legacy. Chapter 1. Humble Beginnings. Nokia's story begins in 1865, far from the world of smartphones, in a small Finnish town on the banks of the Nokian Virta River. Founded as a paper mill, Nokia took its name from the river, producing pulp and paper for a growing industrial Europe. By the 1960s, Nokia entered electronics, producing radios, televisions, and early computers, surviving economic shifts, 2 world wars, and Finland's harsh industrial landscape. This chameleon-like ability to reinvent itself set Nokia apart, laying the foundation for its tech empire. In the 1980s, Nokia took a bold leap into telecommunications. Its first mobile phone, the Mobira Senator, 1982, was a bulky car phone for the wealthy, weighing nearly 10 kilograms. But Nokia saw the potential for a mobile revolution. By investing heavily in research and forming partnerships with European telecom networks, it positioned itself to lead the emerging cellular market. The 1987 Mobira Cityman, famously used by Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev, became a status symbol, costing $6,000 in today's dollars per Forbes. How did a company with roots in paper transform into a telecom pioneer? Its relentless adaptability and foresight were key. Chapter 2. The Rise to Glory. The 1990s marked the dawn of the mobile phone era, and Nokia seized the moment. Early cell phones were clunky, expensive, and inaccessible to most. Nokia changed that with the 1992 Nokia 1011, the first mass-market GSM phone. Compact, reliable, and affordable, it made mobile communication mainstream. Success exploded with iconic models. The Nokia 3210, 1999. With its colorful, customizable covers and large display, sold 160 million units. The Nokia 3310, 2000, legendary for its near-indestructible build, became a cultural icon, with memes in 2025 still joking about its toughness. The Nokia 1100, 2003, remains the best-selling phone ever, with over 250 million units sold per GSM Arena. Nokia's formula was unbeatable. Affordable phones with intuitive interfaces, week-long battery life, and fun features like Snake and customizable ringtones. Its global supply chain reached every corner of the world, from New York to Nairobi. By 2007, Nokia held a 49% market share per Statista, dwarfing Motorola, 14%, and Samsung, 13%. It wasn't just selling phones, it was selling trust, with devices that rarely failed. Nokia's Symbian operating system powered 60% of smartphones, and its R&D budget of $5 billion annually fueled innovation per Bloomberg. Consumers loved the brand. A 2007 Interbrand survey ranked Nokia among the world's top 10 brands. But could this dominance last? What made Nokia's phones a global phenomenon? Chapter 3. The Turning Point. The year 2007 was Nokia's peak and the beginning of its end. On June 29th, Steve Jobs unveiled the iPhone, a device that redefined the mobile phone. With no physical keyboard, a full touchscreen, seamless internet browsing, and a revolutionary app store, the iPhone was a pocket computer. It sold 6 million units by 2008 per CNET at $499, a price Nokia deemed too high for mass adoption. In 2008, Google launched Android, a free, open-source operating system quickly adopted by Samsung, HTC, and others. By 2010, Android's flexibility and iOS's polish had transformed the market. Nokia's response was dismissive. CEO Olli-Pekka Kallasvuo called the iPhone a niche product for tech enthusiasts, believing consumers would never abandon physical keyboards or Nokia's affordable devices. Internal reports, later revealed by the Wall Street Journal, showed executives underestimated the App Store's impact, assuming Symbian's dominance would endure. This arrogance was Nokia's first fatal mistake. By 2009, Apple's App Store had 10,000 apps, and Android's market had 16,000 per TechCrunch, while Symbian lagged with outdated software. Why did Nokia misjudge the iPhone's revolutionary potential? Could it have anticipated the smartphone shift? Chapter 4. Bad Decisions and Missed Opportunities. As Apple and Android surged, Nokia clung to Symbian, which powered 60% of smartphones in 2007 per Gartner. Once revolutionary, Symbian was now clunky, slow, and developer-unfriendly compared to iOS's sleek interface and Android's open ecosystem. Developers flocked to Apple, 100,000 apps by 2010, and Android, 200,000 apps by 2011, while Symbian's app library withered, per Ars Technica. Nokia's refusal to overhaul Symbian alienated developers, a critical loss in the app-driven smartphone era. Nokia tried to innovate, but stumbled. Its MeeGo platform, a Linux-based OS, showed promise with the Nokia N9, 2011, praised for its swipe-based interface. But internal bureaucracy delayed MeeGo's launch, and only one phone used it. Nokia also stuck with physical keyboards, releasing models like the E7, 2010, when touchscreens dominated. By 2011, with market share dropping to 25%, Nokia made a desperate pivot, partnering with Microsoft to adopt Windows Phone. The 2011 deal, led by CEO Stephen Elop, a former Microsoft executive, abandoned Symbian for Windows Phone, a sleek but niche OS with less than 4% market share, per IDC. The Lumia series, like the Lumia 800, was well-designed but lacked apps, with only 50,000 available by 2012 compared to Apple's 500,000. Consumers wanted ecosystems. Windows Phone couldn't deliver. The decision alienated Symbian loyalists and failed to win new users. Why did Nokia bet on a failing OS? Was the Microsoft partnership a strategic error or a last-ditch effort? Chapter 5. The Collapse. Between 2010 and 2013, Nokia's collapse was breathtaking. Its market share plummeted from 25% to 3%, per Statista. Apple's iPhone 5, 2012, sold 70 million units, and Samsung's Galaxy S3, 2012, sold 60 million per Forbes, while Nokia's Lumia sales limped at 4.4 million in Q4 2012. Nokia reported a $1.2 billion loss in 2012, per Reuters, as cash reserves dwindled. The Windows Phone gamble failed to attract developers or consumers, and Nokia's brand lost its shine. In 2014, Microsoft acquired Nokia's mobile division for $7.2 billion, a fraction of its $150 billion valuation in 2000. But Microsoft couldn't revive it. Windows Phone was discontinued in 2017, and Nokia's phone brand faded. HMD Global now licenses the Nokia name for budget Android phones, but they hold less than 1% market share in 2025, per Counterpoint Research. Nokia itself pivoted to telecommunications infrastructure, focusing on 5G and network equipment. How did Nokia squander its lead so quickly? Was the collapse inevitable in the smartphone era? Chapter 6. The Human and Cultural Impact. Nokia's collapse wasn't just corporate, it was personal. In Finland, where Nokia accounted for 4% of GDP in 2000, per The Economist, layoffs triggered economic ripples. Towns like Espoo faced job losses and declining local businesses. Former employees, many with decades at Nokia, struggled to pivot to new industries, per a 2015 Financial Times report. Yet, Nokia's alumni fueled Finland's startup scene, with companies like Rovio, Angry Birds, and Supercell, Clash of Clans, emerging from its ashes. Globally, Nokia's phones were cultural touchstones. The 3310's durability inspired jokes and loyalty, with a 2023 Reddit thread calling it the phone that survived everything. Its simple designs connected people in developing nations, where Nokia was often the first phone owned. This legacy of accessibility endures, even as Nokia's consumer brand faded. How did Nokia's phones shape global communication culture? Nokia's journey, from a paper mill to mobile titan to a cautionary tale, is a stark reminder of the cost of complacency. In 2007, it sold 1 billion phones, per GSM Arena, ruling the industry. By 2014, it was a footnote, overtaken by Apple's innovation and Android's adaptability. As 2025 brings AI-powered devices, foldable screens, and new players like Huawei, Nokia's fall warns that no giant is safe. Will Apple, Samsung, or even Tesla repeat its mistakes? The future belongs to those who evolve. What's the next Nokia, and how can today's leaders avoid its fate? Share your thoughts below, and like and subscribe for more content on the rise and fall of tech empires.